Cadet Zero was the name whispered in the metal corridors of the Galactic Academy, half warning, half myth. She wasn't the strongest, not the fastest, but she carried something that frightened even the elite recruits, a mind that predicted battles before they began. And yet, the moment a human walked through the academy gates with an intelligent companion at their side, everything shifted. Zero's fearsome legend cracked. Curious eyes turned, because if the galaxy already feared her, what would they make of the human who wasn't afraid of her at all? If this story already has your curiosity tingling, hit that like button, it helps more than you think. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss our next HFY deep dive, and share this with a friend who loves sci-fi stories with a human twist. Alright, ready to see what really happened inside the Academy? Cadet Zero didn't walk through the Galactic Academy's halls. She moved like a quiet disruption in the air, a presence that shifted the mood before anyone even saw her. Recruits straightened instinctively, lowering their voices, pretending to focus on their tasks while sneaking nervous glances. No one wanted to catch her eye. No one wanted to become the next story whispered in the dorms at night. Zero's talent wasn't strength or speed. It was something far more unsettling. She could predict outcomes before they unfolded. During training drills, she identified failures before the simulation even loaded. She studied formations once and pointed out weaknesses instructors had missed for years. Some said her mind processed patterns faster than any tactical AI. Others murmured that she sensed danger the way predators sensed prey instinctively, inevitably. What made her terrifying wasn't arrogance. It was her silence. Zero never celebrated a victory, never reacted to fear, never explained how she knew what she knew. She observed everything with calm, unbroken focus, as if she existed half a second ahead of everyone else. But beneath that icy precision, a quiet truth lingered, something she'd never admit. Even she felt incomplete. Even she wondered what she was missing. The Academy's routine shattered the moment the announcement echoed across the courtyard. Incoming transfer species, human. Most recruits paused mid-stride. Humans were rare out here, rumored to be unpredictable, stubborn, strangely resilient, but never seen on Academy grounds. Zero was on the upper balcony when the transport shuttle touched down. She didn't intend to watch, but something tugged at her attention, a faint tug in the patterns she trusted so deeply. The hatch opened. A young human stepped out, shoulders steady, expression calm, no bravado, no nervous twitching. Just a quiet confidence that felt oddly out of place among cadets who trained their whole lives to appear unshakable. But what truly stole the courtyard's breath was the companion beside them. A compact, sleek machine padded down the ramp, part drone, part animal, its metallic plating shifting in subtle gradients of blue. Its eyes glowed with a soft intelligence, scanning the surroundings with curiosity instead of threat, a personal AI unit. Walking like a living creature, whispers erupted instantly. Is that allowed? Humans build things like that? Why is it looking at us like it understands everything? Zero watched the human meet those stares not with fear, but with something else, recognition, as if they already knew they belonged here. The first time Cadet Zero and the human crossed paths, the Academy felt strangely still. Even the hum of the training drones seemed to quiet, as if the building itself sensed something important unfolding. Zero was reviewing a holographic map when she felt an interruption in the pattern. A presence she couldn't calculate, couldn't neatly categorize. She looked up. The humans stood across the hall, their intelligent companion perched at their side like a loyal sentinel. The AI's glowing eyes studied Zero with an unsettling calm, as if analyzing her the same way she analyzed everyone else. For a heartbeat, neither of them moved. Around them, cadets whispered behind hands, "Zero's analyzing them." "No, they're analyzing her. Who do you think wins that kind of stare?" The human offered a small nod, polite, almost respectful. But beneath it, Zero detected something she'd never felt directed at her before. Understanding, it rattled her more than fear ever had. The AI companion tilted its head, emitting a soft chime like it had reached a conclusion about her. Zero felt the patterns shift again, unfamiliar, disorganized. For the first time in her academy life, She couldn't predict what came next. And oddly, that uncertainty didn't scare her, it intrigued her. The simulation was supposed to be routine, a contained battlefield test meant to measure teamwork under pressure. But halfway through the drill, alarms screamed across the chamber, the floor vibrated, walls shifted. Drones malfunctioned, firing wild pulses of energy. Instructors shouted overrides, but the system wasn't responding. Cadets scattered for cover. Panic spread faster than the sparks raining from the ceiling. Zero reacted instantly, scanning the chaos. Patterns usually formed in her mind like clean equations. But now everything blurred. The system failure was random, directionless, impossible to predict. For the first time, her certainty cracked. Then a voice cut through the noise. Calm, human. Zero! With me now! She turned. The human was already moving, their AI companion projecting a shimmering shield to block stray blasts. The machine's voice, smooth and warm, echoed in tactical bursts, mapping instability, calculating safest route. Follow closely. Zero hesitated only a moment before falling in beside them. The three moved in sync, weaving through collapsing platforms and erratic drones. The human wasn't guessing. They were adapting, adjusting every second with the confidence of someone who trusted chaos rather than feared it. When they finally reached the main console, the human slammed a manual reset key into place. The simulation froze, silence returned, Zero stared at them, speechless. They'd done what she couldn't, navigate the unpredictable. When the simulation doors finally opened, instructors rushed in expecting casualties, chaos, something broken. Instead, they found Zero, the human, and their companion standing at the center of the ruined chamber, dust settling around them like a quiet victory. The instructors exchanged stunned looks. Cadets whispered in disbelief. Zero, the Academy's feared prodigy, stood not alone, but beside someone who met her strength without flinching. For the first time, Zero spoke before being spoken to. "It wasn't me," she said quietly. "They stabilized the route." The humans shook their head. "We did it together. You saw things I couldn't." Something shifted in the room. The fear that once surrounded Zero thinned, replaced by something new: respect. Even curiosity. The AI companion added gently, "Correlation of skill sets suggests optimal performance when paired." A simple statement. A powerful truth. Zero glanced at the human, and for the first time she understood the feeling she couldn't name earlier. She hadn't been missing strength. She'd been missing a counterpart, someone who didn't fear her abilities but balanced them. From that day forward, the Academy no longer whispered about Cadet Zero as a threat. They whispered about a team, a human, a prodigy, and a machine who together were unstoppable.